Yo, what up, guys? This is the voice of Mr. Solution. And on today's episode, we'll be looking at the inside bar price action trading strategy for cryptocurrencies. Actually, this very trading pattern is not only for cryptocurrencies. You can equally use it on, it works on stocks, it works on futures, okay? It works on volatility and all that, okay? But then I kind of limited it to cryptocurrencies because you know what my channel actually handles is cryptocurrency. So I had to limit it to cryptocurrency. But before we proceed, I want to invite you all to my Telegram community of traders. It's actually a channel where I share insight. I give my personal perception, personal view about the market. I share what I'm seeing. I share what I think about the market. And also we have another group, okay, discussion group that is equally centered on cryptocurrencies where people share their respective bias and opinions. And also finally, in case you want to connect with me, maybe have any question, you have anything you want to be clarified on, I'll be leaving the links to all my social media channels to be at the description section of the video, so you can actually link up with me, get to interact and ask some questions on any gray area about cryptocurrency that is not clear to you, okay? Both on Twitter, on Telegram, and on Instagram. All the links, I'll be leaving them, okay, at the lower section of this video. Okay, so the inside bar price action trading strategy for cryptocurrencies. What is it? How does it work? Okay, I don't know if any of you has actually spotted this kind of chart pattern before, okay, whereby you have a big candle, then beside that big candle, then you have a series of smaller candles. That big candle is called the mother candle. Then the little candles are called the baby candles. These little candles could be one or more than one. It could be one, could be two, could be three. But then the major thing is that we have the big candle called the mother candle. Then we have other smaller candles called the baby candles or the baby candle, depending on the number. Okay, so that's typically what this inside bar pattern entails. Okay, then the baby candles high, the caveat, the condition for this is that the baby candles high must not be higher than the mother candle, and the lows of the baby candles must not be lower than that of the mother candle. Okay, the mother candles high needs to be higher than that of the baby candles, and then the mother candles low needs to be lower than that of the baby candles. So in other words, the baby candles need to be radiating within the body of the need to be moving, okay, within the body of the mother candle. They don't need to go higher, they don't need to go lower. As long as this is maintained, that's what we call the inside bar trading strategy. Okay, that's what we call the inside bar pattern. Okay, so the use of an inside bar pattern, this is it. So we have this mother candle. Please ignore this. This is supposed to represent candle. This chart, these things, these drawings are supposed to represent candle, but this is just the best I could get. So just know that these things here represent candles. These ones are all candles. It doesn't matter if it's red or green. Just know that these things here are candles, and this one is equally a candle. So this is the mother candle. Then we have these baby candles moving both within the body of the mother candle. None of them has actually gone above it, and none of them has gone below it. So once you spot this kind of thing, the question arises: what should you do? Are you going to buy? Are you going to sell? So that's just what I want to tackle here. That's just what I want us to understand, so that whenever you spot it, you'll be well disposed to know the next line of action you should be towing. Okay, so we have this mother candle, then we have these baby candles here. So should you buy or should you sell? The ultimate question. Okay, see, I said the pattern indicates an indecision of the market. So whenever you spot this kind of pattern, whenever you spot this kind of chart pattern in a given trade, in a given market, what it means is that that there is an indecision. There is a struggle between the bulls and the bears. The buyers are fighting, the sellers are fighting. Each of them are at loggerheads with each other. They are trying to fight, but then none of them is winning. Okay, so it means indecision. Market has gotten ahead of itself, so it doesn't know whether to go up or to go down. So it's just there waiting for the either party that will win for it to follow its suit. Okay, so but then in a situation whereby we have this mother candle, we have this chart pattern, and then you see the green, you see another candle breaking above it, what it means is that it means that the bulls are winning. In other words, the market is definitely going to go up. Whenever you spot this kind of, this is the inside bar, then you see another baby candle going above this mother candle, going higher than the high of the mother candle. What it means that the bulls are winning. So in other words, it's ideal for you to buy. It's good for you to buy. Okay. On the flip side, if let's say what we had there was a breakdown, let's say we saw another candle going to break this low. This is the low of the mother candle. Let's say we spotted another baby candle going to break the low of this mother candle. What it means is that the market is actually going down. So now is an indication for you to short or for you to sell. Okay. So this is just what I mean by that. Now, if the mother candle's high or low breaks, then a significant movement of the price may occur, which is what I rightly pointed out. But you don't just trade this like that. There are things, that conditions, that criteria that must be met before that will kind of consolidate more on the decision you should be taking about the market. Okay, so what are these criteria? What are these conditions? There are 2 steps that you need to take for you to be fully sure that your next line of action is going to be a profitable one. Okay, the step number 1 is that you're going to find the trend of the market. Okay, so there is a popular saying that the trend is your friend. So whatever trading decision you're taking, make sure it's in tune with the trend. If you're buying, make sure the market is going up. If you're selling, make sure the market is going up. So you need to filter the trend. You need to make sure that if you want to trade this chart pattern, that any decision, any line of action you're trying to take is in tune with the current market trend. Here I said we're going to find the trend of the market. Okay, the purpose of this is to filter the bad trade, and you only trade with the direction of trend to be safe. Okay, trading with the direction of the trend guarantees your safety. And then 2, we're going to use the inside bar pattern as a trading signal. Okay, we're going to use the inside bar pattern as a trading signal. Okay, step number 1, to identify the trend. Okay, just once you go to your chart platform, could be your trade, whatever place you're trading, maybe it could be TradingView or whichever place you normally use to analyze your chart and all that. Go to your indicator, select EMA, that's exponential moving average. Once you select it, calibrate it to 21. When you get to the length, as we have here, when you get to the length, calibrate it to 21. What it means is that you're using 21-day exponential moving average. Set it to 21. 20 or 21, either of them, they do the same function. 21 or 20, either of them does the same function. Okay, but then to be on the safer side, I normally use 21 for whenever I spot this kind of chart pattern, I normally calibrate mine to 21. Okay, to get a very clear cut non-biased direction of the market. Okay, so I said calibrate mine to 21. This will help you to filter the trend. And then the question arises, which time frame does this thing work on? The perfect time frame for this is daily time frame. That's daily time frame. It works perfectly. It doesn't mean it won't work on other lower time frame, but perfectly. The one that has guaranteed like 98% success for me has always been the daily time frame. Okay, so I use the daily time frame for this. Okay, so you get this and then identify the trend. Okay, open your chart and set a moving average indicator to exponential and set it to 21. That you are using the 21-day exponential moving average. Okay, then the process to determine the trend is easy. For buy or bullish trend, the EMA must be below the price. In other words, this is the EMA. For you to know the trend, for you to be fully sure, let's say you're looking for opportunity to buy, the exponential moving average must be below the price. In other words, the price needs to be above the exponential moving average. So the exponential moving average needs to be serving as support. That's what has been happening here. You can see this white line is the EMA, is the 21-day EMA. You can see that all this white does always serve as price. So the price needs to be above it, or in other words, it needs to be below the price, okay, for you to be fully sure that this trend is up. So once you spot it, if we now see that inside buy, can go right ahead and buy, okay, as long as it meets other conditions. Okay, so we proceed. Then for bearish or sell trend, the exponential moving average 21 must be above the price. This is what we mean by that. This is the EMA, so it needs to be above the price. Okay, let's say you're looking for opportunities to short. Make sure that the EMA is below. The EMA is above the price, or in other words, make sure the EMA is above the price. In other words, make sure the price is below the EMA. Okay, so for you to get clarified more on that, just go to BTC chart now, pull out your 21-day exponential moving average on the daily chart. You will see that BTC is currently, okay, below the EMA. What it means is that the trend is still down. the trend, BTC trend is still down. So it's not really a good opportunity for you to start long it. So the EMA, the exponential moving average, is still above the price. In other words, BTC trend is still down. Okay. So this is just an alpha, something I've always used and has always worked for me to filter the trend of the market. Okay. So that's that. So we proceed. Now, the reason for identifying the trend is to filter the bad trade. Okay. So what do we mean by this? This is the mother candle, and then these are the baby candles. Okay. And then this green line means that this trend is bullish. This green line just represents the 21-day EMA. So in other words, since it's below the price, what it means is that we have an uptrend. This is an uptrend. So you can equally go right ahead and buy. Okay, so that's what we mean by that. So this is the mother candle, baby candle. You can see that this baby candle is already breaking above this mother candle. So you can equally just go right ahead and buy. Okay, it's a good buying opportunity here for you. Okay. Then, for example, if the inside bar breakout is up, the baby candle breaks the mother candle side, then trade only if the trend is bullish or up. If the trend is bearish or sell, ignore the inside bar breakout signal, okay, due to being against the trend. I've already said this before. It doesn't mean that even in a downtrend, you cannot spot this inside bar. You can spot it. You can even spot it and equally see it breaking out, but then make sure that whatever trading decision you're taking, make sure that is in tune with the current trend of the market. Make sure it's in line with the current trend of the market. The trend is your friend until it bends. So whatever trading decision you're making, align it with the trend. Don't go against the trend. Anybody that goes against the trend, I don't know how far you can go before you get burned. So make sure you are in tune or in line with the prevailing trend of the market. So even if you spot this breakout, but then you already know that the general trend is down, there's no need taking it. It might go in your favor, but then the success rate is not really high. I've tried it out multiple times. Okay, so it's always good for you to align your trading decision on the direction of the trend. Make sure it's in tune with the trend. Okay. Now for buy or bullish trade, this is what we mean by that. Okay, this is mother candle. Then we have these baby candles. Now we see this breakout occurring already. We see this breakout. It's a breakout because it's already, this one is already, the high is already, it has already gone above this mother candle. It has already gone higher than the high of the mother candle. And then this green line, remember we say represents the exponential moving average. So in other words, this trend is up. So it's good for you to buy. You can see this breakout that occurred there, and then the price has been going up and all that. Okay, so that's for the bullish and then for the bull on buy or buy. Okay, trend is bullish or buying trend. The baby candle must break the mother candle side. Okay, so there I gave a tip. I said you can set pending order above the mother candle side instead of waiting for it to break. Let's say you do not have all the time. Okay, could just set a pending order, use the buy stop. That's why most of the signals I drop on my Telegram channel for some time now, they have been either a sell stop, a buy stop. The reason I've been doing that is just because of this. Okay, I just want us to be very, very clear that we are in tune with the trend, and also that the breakout we are spotting is a clear cut one. Okay, that we're not trying to cut corners, or we're not trying to. I just want us to be very, very sure that this breakout has occurred, so that we can decide to, so that we can be very, okay, be more at safe, okay, in any trading decision we are taking. So that's why most of the time I use either a buy stop, a sell stop. So this is just the reason why I do that, for us to be very clear. Okay, let's say you don't have all the time for you to sit on your trading desk and keep waiting for the breakout to occur. You could maybe just set a buy or a sell. Okay, for a buy, just set it a little bit above the high of the mother candle. We look into that as we proceed. Okay, so this is what I mean by that. This is the mother candle. This is a mother candle, then these are the baby candles. Okay, if you've seen this, you've already confirmed that the trend is up. Okay, so you're looking for buy opportunities and you're spotting this, and then you don't know when these breakouts will occur. Maybe you want to rush somewhere. You just put your buy stop a little bit. This is the high of the mother candle. Just put it a little bit higher than the mother candle, which is what happened here. Then eventually it picks up. Just put your pending order here, or a buy stop order. Eventually it picks up, and then it starts going up and all that. If you don't understand how to use buy stop or sell stop, I've already done a video on that. Just scroll through my videos. You see where I talked about different types of order, different trading other types on FTX exchange. Okay, so you watch it and learn how to use buy stop and sell stop order and all that. Okay, so that's for that. That's how to get your entry. That's how to get your buy. Then the same thing also happens to, maybe you spotted a bearish or a sell trend. is a bearish trend because we can see that this EMA is already above the price. So in other words, the price is going down. So you're looking for shorting opportunities. You're looking for opportunities to go short. This is the mother candle. Then these are the baby candles. Then for you to get your entry, use your pending order. Just set it a little bit, okay, below this below the low of the mother candle. Is the mother candle. Just set it a little bit. You can see here we had this breakout and then it's been going down. Okay, trend is bearish. The baby candle must break the mother candle's low. This is the mother candle. The baby candle breaks the low and it's been going down on another order. So this is how you get your entry. The mother candle, just put your self stop somewhere here, just a little bit below the low of the mother candle, and then it eventually picks it up and it starts going down. I gave a tip. I said you can set pending sell order below the mother candle's low instead of waiting for it to break. But then if you have all the time at your disposal, nothing stops you from waiting. Okay, you could just wait for it to break before you decide to put your sell. Okay. Now, the next thing is, how do you put your stop loss and take profit? The ideal thing I do here is I just use the risk to reward ratio, which is 1:2. Whatever, if my stop loss is at 1, I'll multiply it by 2. I will just have to multiply it by 2. So I'm risking 1 to make 2. That has always worked for me. Okay, here I said for buy, set the stop loss below the previous baby candle low. For profit targets, use the risk reward ratio tactic. If the risk reward ratio is 1:2, then multiply the stop loss rate by 2. What do I mean by that? This is it. Okay, so this is the mother candle. This is an uptrend. You can see the EMA is below the price. In other words, this is an uptrend. The price is above the EMA. This is an uptrend. Okay, so I put my pending order here. I put my buy stop here. For me to get my stop loss, I just have to put it a little bit below the previous. This is previous, just a little bit below the previous baby candles low, not this current one, the previous one. Just put it a little bit below. That's where my stop loss is. Then I have to, for me to get my profit target, I have to multiply this by 2. Let's say this from here to here is, let's say, is 2. To get my my target, I need to multiply it by 2. So from here to my next take profit should be 4. Okay, so that's the 1:2 formula. This has worked for me. It doesn't mean you may not get, you might get 1:2, you might get 1:4, you might even get 1:6. Okay, depending, but just to be on the safer side, always leave it at 1:2. Okay, maybe from there I could just start taking profit little by little while watching the market as it proceeds. Okay, so that's that for that. Your profit targets and how to set your stop just a little bit below. Just set your stop loss just below the previous baby candles low. That's for the buy. Then for the sell, set the stop loss above the previous baby candle highs. Profit targets, use the risk reward tactic. Okay, we've talked about that. So this is just what I mean by that. So here is already, this is a downtrend. So you're looking for shorting opportunity, looking for an opportunity to short. Okay, this is a mother candle. You've seen that it has just put your entry here just a little bit below the mother candle and then eventually picks it up. Then for you to get your stop loss, put it just a little bit above. This is the previous baby candle. Just put it a little bit above the previous baby candle's high. That's where your stop loss is. Then for a profit target, still use the 1:2 formula, which has always worked for you. I said I found that using the risk reward system helps you to maximize your profits while minimizing your loss. Okay, so to wrap up, to round it off, the inside bar pattern method in a nutshell. Here I said, so here is a basic outline of what you'll be doing with this inside bar trading pattern. Okay, firstly, you need to identify the trend by using moving average indicator. It helps you to identify the current trend so that whatever decision you're making, you need to be sure it's in tune with or is in line with the trend. Okay, and then inside bar breakout must follow the trend direction. Okay, then for you to get your entry, use a pending order. Okay, unless but then if you have all the time, you can just wait for the breakout to occur. But then maybe you don't have all the time. Okay, at your disposal, you could just use a pending order or a buy stop or a sell stop, depending on the trend of the market. Okay, instead of waiting for the breakout to occur, you set your stop loss and profit targets using the risk reward system. All right, guys, so that's just the little thing I want to share with us. I hope it's been insightful, hope it's been educative, and if you like the content, you like what I'm doing, you could just like the video, share it with your friends, share it with your community. The essence of what I'm doing here is just to decentralize crypto trading knowledge so that everybody can make money. The money here is enormous. Okay, the money here is enormous, so you just need to burn the midnight candle. There are many free teachers out here who are really really willing to share what they know. Okay, so guys, till I come your way again, I remain your man, Mr. X to the O to the L to the U to the short, Mr. Solution.